inscribed in the scroll. The rise of dynasties and their fall. Omnipresent, I observe it all. This is the story of glorious Golconda. Come, I'll take you on a journey to show and share it all with you. Fort Golconda. The name is interesting, just like its rich history. Golconda, which means Shepherd's Hill in Telugu, inspired the name Golconda. Next to it was a small village settlement named Mangalavaram. Adjacent to it was a huge mountain on which lies Golconda. Constructed in the medieval period, this is one of the strongest forts of the Deccan, and it played a pivotal role in shaping the politics of the region. In the 12th century, present-day Telangana used to be known as Teling. Orugalu was its capital. It was ruled by the Kakatiya dynasty. Back then, Golconda was under the reign of these Kakatiya kings. Kakatiyas were the indigenous Hindu rulers and were very powerful in that era. Their fame spread across many countries and started attracting foreign invaders. In these circumstances, Kakatiya King Prataparudra took a bold decision to defend his kingdom. I, Kakatiya King Prataparudra, hereby decree the further fortification of Golconda Fort. After fortification, this fort will undoubtedly keep us safe from attacks on the Devagiri side, empowering us to fend off our enemies.
बड़ी है जंग की तैयारी, एकजुट रहेंगे तो पड़ेंगे हम भारी। जंग से बड़ी है जंग की तैयारी, एकजुट रहेंगे तो पड़ेंगे हम भारी। दुश्मनों के आने की आहट हवाओं में थी, ओरिगा तू की शान बनाओं में थी। राजा ने किया एक फरमान जारी, गोलकोंडा बनेगा और दुर्गम और भारी। एक दिशा में बनाने में छिपी है सेना सारी। जंग से बड़ी है जंग की तैयारी, जंग से बड़ी है जंग की तैयारी, एकजुट रहेंगे तो पड़ेंगे हम भारी।
Kakatiya rulers fought with great bravery bravery and valor for many decades to defend Warangal and Golconda. At the end of the Kakatiya kingdom, brave native rulers like Musunuri Pralyanayak fought courageously and drove the invaders from his kingdom. But in the end, Golconda's defense was breached. Time took a momentous turn. Alauddin Hasan Bahman Shah, a viceroy of the Delhi Sultanate, laid the foundation of the Bahmani Sultanate in the Deccan. Bahman Shah marched towards Golconda with the dream of conquering Warangal. But he was confronted by Musunuri Kapayanayak, successor of Warangal ruler Pralyanayak. Muhammad Tandar. Qutb Shahi Sultans constructed many palaces, gardens, masjids, and many buildings for public use inside the fort in a properly planned way. Spread over a radius of 7 kilometers, the fort has 8 gates. Ahead of the entrance gate, Bala Hisar, is the Diwan-e-Khas and the court. Beyond that lies the Sultan's residence and the Queen's palace. Separate from this cluster lies the Mahakali temple, where even now the popular Bonaru Jatra is organized with great fanfare every year. Egypt proposed a treaty to Aurangzeb. In return for freedom from captivity and continuing his rule over Golconda, Abdullah Qutb Shah gave Aurangzeb's son, Muhammad Sultan, the estate of Ramgir and also accepted him as his son-in-law. Abdullah Qutb Shah passed away in 1672. His son-in-law, Abul Hasan, popularly known as Thana Shah, was made the Sultan of Golconda. Abul Hasan appointed able Hindu ministers to important posts in the government. Two of them were Brahmin brothers, Akanna and Madanna. Maratha ruler Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj visited Golconda twice during the reign of Abul Hasan. In the year 1672 and then in the year 1677. Sensing Aurangzeb's bad intentions, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj extended his support and helped Abul Hasan in his fight against Aurangzeb. Sultan Abul Hasan communicated directly with his people. One day, Sultan reached Kuchipudi village in the Krishna region. The villagers welcomed him by performing their traditional dance. The Sultan was overjoyed and named the dance Kuchipudi. Madanna's nephew, Kancharla Gopanna, was appointed the Tehsildar of Bhadrachalam. An ardent devotee of Lord Sri Ram, he renovated Ramchandra Mandir for his deity at Bhadrachalam. In this endeavor, he utilized some funds from the state treasury. Angered by this, Abul Hasan Tana Shah imprisoned him in Golconda Fort. Legend has it that Lord Sri Ram appeared in a dream of Sultan Abul Hasan and returned the amount taken by Gopanna to the Sultan in the form of gold coins, thus securing the release of his devotee. Since then, Kanchadla Gopanna has become famous as Bhakta Ramadasu. This unique story of devotion to Lord Ram is now part of the folklore in southern India. His devotional songs gained fame as Ramdasu Kirtan and became an integral part of Carnatic music. Sailing Golconda, whose rocks have never lost their luster and honor. Golconda, whose crimson red dawn awaits the first shining rays of the sun, which will illuminate these hills of granite, making Fort Golconda shine bright forever.
सीने में जो उभर निकलते हैं वो कोई संग नहीं एक रंग नहीं तेरे सीने में जो उभर निकलते हैं वो कोई संग नहीं एक रंग नहीं